Picture this for a moment. You wake up in the morning, you swing your legs off the bed, and before your feet even touch the floor, there it is again, that dull ache in your lower back. Maybe it's been there for years. Maybe it started as a small stiffness and slowly turned into pain that follows you everywhere. You tell yourself, I'm over 60, this is just part of aging. But what if I told you that for millions of people over 60, back pain is not a life sentence, and that one simple daily exercise, something gentle, safe, and doctor-approved, can dramatically reduce that pain, improve your posture, and help you move with confidence again. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share could change how your back feels every single day. Now let me say this clearly right from the start. If you're over 60 and dealing with back pain, you are not weak, you are not broken, and you're not alone. Back pain is one of the most common complaints as we age, and it's not just because of wear and tear. A lot of it comes from muscles that have gone quiet over the years, joints that don't move as often as they should, and habits we've picked up without realizing it. Sitting too much, moving too little, shallow breathing, poor posture, and even fear of movement can slowly rob your back of the support it needs. The good news is, the body is incredibly adaptable, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Many people think fixing back pain requires intense workouts, expensive treatments, or complicated physical therapy routines. That belief alone keeps them stuck. They try nothing because everything sounds too hard or too risky. But the truth is, your back doesn't need punishment. It needs gentle daily activation, blood flow, and a reminder of how it was designed to move. And that's where this one simple exercise comes in. Before I explain it, let me address a fear I hear all the time. What if exercise makes my back worse? That's a very real concern, especially if you've had pain for a long time. But here's something important to understand. Pain often comes from stiffness and weakness combined, not from movement itself. The right kind of movement, done slowly and consistently, actually tells your nervous system that it's safe to relax. When that happens, tight muscles soften, joints get nourishment, and pain signals calm down. That's not theory, that's how your body works. This daily exercise I'm about to share is gentle enough to do at home, requires no equipment, and takes just a few minutes. You can do it on your bed, on a mat, or even on the carpet. And yet, it targets the exact areas that cause most back pain after 60. The lower spine, the hips, the deep core muscles, and even the breathing muscles that support your posture. I want you to imagine your spine like a flexible chain, not a stiff rod. Over the years, that chain often loses movement in certain links. When that happens, the links above and below have to work harder, and that's where pain shows up. This exercise gently restores movement to those stiff links, one by one, without forcing anything. Here's how it works. You start by lying on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. If getting to the floor is uncomfortable, you can do this on your bed. There is no rush. Take a moment to settle in. Place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. This is important, because breathing is part of the exercise, not an afterthought. Now, take a slow breath in through your nose and feel your belly rise gently under your hand. Not your chest, your belly. As you breathe out through your mouth, imagine your lower back melting into the surface beneath you. Don't force it. Just imagine it getting heavier. This alone often brings relief, because it releases unconscious tension we hold all day. After a few slow breaths, here comes the key movement. As you breathe out, gently tilt your pelvis so that your lower back presses a little more into the floor or bed. Think of tucking your tailbone slightly. Then, as you breathe in, slowly tilt your pelvis the other way, allowing a small natural arch in your lower back. That's it. You're not lifting your hips. You're not straining. You're simply rocking your pelvis back and forth in a controlled, relaxed way. This movement is sometimes called a pelvic tilt, but don't worry about the name. What matters is how it feels. It should feel smooth, almost like a gentle wave through your lower spine. If it feels jerky or painful, slow it down even more and make the movement smaller. Smaller is better here. Why is this so powerful? Because this simple motion wakes up deep stabilizing muscles that support your spine, muscles that often go dormant as we age. It also gently lubricates the joints of the spine, improves circulation to the discs, and teaches your nervous system that your back can move safely again. As you continue, coordinate the movement with your breath. Breathe out as you gently flatten your lower back. Breathe in as you allow the arch. Imagine each breath washing tension out of your back. Do this slowly for about 1 to 2 minutes. That's all it takes. Many people notice something surprising at this point. Their back already feels warmer, looser, and less guarded. That's not in your head. That's your muscles relaxing and blood flow improving. But we're not done yet, because there's a simple progression that makes this exercise even more effective. After a few pelvic tilts, keep your knees bent and feet flat. This time, as you breathe out and gently press your lower back down, slowly lift one foot just a few inches off the floor. Keep the knee bent. Then place it back down as you breathe in. Alternate sides. This tiny movement challenges your core and hip muscles just enough to build support for your spine without strain. And that support is what protects your back during daily activities like walking, bending, and standing up from a chair. If lifting one foot feels too hard at first, skip it. There is no prize for pushing through pain. Consistency matters more than intensity. Doing the basic pelvic tilt every day is far more powerful than doing a harder version once a week. Now let me explain why this one simple daily exercise can fix back pain for so many people over 60. First, it restores movement. Stiffness feeds pain. Movement reduces it. Second, it strengthens without stressing. Weak support muscles force your back to compensate, leading to discomfort. Third, it retrains your brain. Chronic pain often involves the nervous system being on high alert. Gentle, controlled movement tells your brain that your back is safe, and pain signals quiet down. There's also something else most people overlook. This exercise reconnects you with your body. When you move slowly and breathe deeply, you become aware of tension patterns you didn't even know you had. That awareness alone can reduce pain, because you stop fighting your body and start working with it. I've seen people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, who thought back pain was just part of life. They avoided movement, sat more, and got stiffer. After a few weeks of doing this daily, many of them reported less pain in the morning, easier movement during the day, and more confidence. Not because they became athletes, but because they gave their spine what it needed. Let me be very clear about something important. This is not a magic trick. It's not a one-time fix. But when you do this simple exercise every day, even for just 5 minutes, it creates a powerful cumulative effect. Think of it like brushing your teeth. One day doesn't change much, but daily care makes a huge difference over time. You might be wondering when the best time to do this is. Morning is excellent, because it gently wakes up your spine after sleep. Evening is also great, because it releases tension built up during the day. If you can do it twice a day, wonderful. If not, once a day is enough to start seeing benefits. Another question I often hear is, what if I have arthritis or disc issues? In most cases, this kind of gentle movement is actually recommended. It's low impact, controlled, and adaptable. Of course, if you've been told by your doctor to avoid certain movements, always follow medical advice. But for the vast majority of people over 60, this exercise is safe and beneficial. The biggest mistake people make is doing it too fast or too aggressively. Remember, this is not about forcing your back into position. It's about inviting movement back in. Slow, smooth, and pain-free is the rule. Now imagine what happens if you pair this daily exercise with better posture during the day. When you sit, you're more aware of your lower back. When you stand, you feel more supported. When you walk, your hips move more freely. All of that reduces stress on your spine. The exercise becomes a foundation for better movement everywhere else. And here's something encouraging. Even if you've had back pain for years, your body can still respond. Age does not eliminate your ability to adapt. It may slow it down a little, but it doesn't stop it. I've seen people who thought nothing would help finally feel relief by committing to simple, daily movements like this. So if you're over 60 and dealing with back pain, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not stuck. You do not have to accept pain as your new normal. One simple daily exercise, done consistently, can begin to change how your back feels and how you move through life. I encourage you to try this today. Don't overthink it. Lie down, breathe, gently rock your pelvis, and listen to your body. Do it again tomorrow. And the next day. Let the results speak for themselves. If you found this helpful and you want more simple, science-backed exercises and tips designed specifically for people over 50 and 60, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Share this video with someone you care about who's struggling with back pain, because this might be exactly what they need. And remember, small daily actions create big changes over time. Your back is stronger than you think, and it's never too late to take care of it.